I'm just, obviously happy to get the win. We've had a little bit of a rough start, so it's nice to come out at home and get a win. We obviously still have things to work on and trying to find our chemistry, but I felt tonight we've been struggling on the offensive end of the floor, and I felt tonight we really shared the basketball and made some things happen, so that was comforting. But we definitely, obviously, attention to detail, the discipline, the things where we had breakdowns, could have cost us. So the things we definitely need to clean up moving forward.
Joanne, you started Brianna, I guess, at the point, but Nikki ended up with six assists. What's kind of the division of duties at that spot right now? Is one a point guard, or are they both combos?
It's a great question. I would say it's probably both. We're trying to really just groom Bree and bring her along. I think because Nikki can score for us so well, it's hard to always keep her at the point. So getting her off the ball, So again, starting a little bit more of a veteran team, want to solidify what this is going to look like moving forward, grooming Bree along the way so that she can definitely take that reign, so we can get Nikki on the wing to run some of the stuff we want to run. So again, I thought our rotations were much better. I like the way we rotated the kids in tonight. It's been a little bit. There's been some uncertainty in it, and I felt it felt better tonight with the rotations.
Joanne, about 45 seconds left in the game. They just cut the deficit to 4 points. You guys call a timeout. Dominique finds Jakira Brown in the corner. I think she had kind of struggled all night from shooting from three. Just how big was that, and for her to finally get a three to go? Yeah,
we ran a play that we run a lot for Nikki. She came off a ball screen, high ball screen. I couldn't see. I didn't know if she had the look or not. But obviously, I think somebody helped off, and she kicked it. And JB's been shooting the ball. I mean, she can really shoot it for. She has shot a great percentage last year. So it was a corner three for her, and it went in. So credit to Nikki because she gave her the assist.
Dominique, I think it was there at the very end of the third quarter. There was this, they'd kind of cut it back. I think had a chance to even take the lead, but you got the rebound, and Jocelyn had the buzzer beater. How big was that for just kind of getting momentum and going to the fourth quarter?
It was really big, it just pumped the team up, and when we have high energy, we usually play well, so it was just really big for us.
Dominique, you had, I think, 12 of your 14 in the second half. Just what started working for you there?
I mean, the coaches like to say, your shot will eventually fall, and I think that's just what happened. I was getting looks in the first half as well. It just wasn't going in for me. But luckily it did go in the second half, and it was very important for us to get those points.
Jocelyn, given the experience on this team and how much was back, are you guys at all surprised that the start to the season has not been a little smoother?
Yes and no. I think we had high expectations coming into the season. We knew we would have a tough schedule, and we thought we could rise to the occasion. And we still have confidence that we can. I think the reason I say no is because we haven't fine-tuned the details and the small things that we need to work on, and we know that when we don't do those things like rebounding as we should or communicating, when we have those breakdowns, you're not going to get the results that you want. So we're still looking to grow. We know we want to play our best basketball in February, March, and take it game by game, practice by practice.
Joanne, you don't normally come into the fifth game of the season thinking maybe it's one you have to kind of make a stand and win, but was there that feeling about this game at all? Particularly with them having beaten Carolina.
Yeah. I don't know if it was like, oh my gosh, we have to win this. It was more, I think our approach with the girls is just like every day we have to get better. Just every day let's get better. And we had a good practice, a good shoot around. We talked about the offense in particular. I feel like we've been really defending people. It's been on the offensive end where we've taken bad shots or turned the ball over. And so just really getting them to sit in and understand what we're looking for, playing inside-outside game. So I was really pleased with that. But again, we're not a team that, oh my gosh, we have to do this, we have to do that. It's early, take one game at a time, take one practice at a time. I like the lineup. I like the lineup tonight. I like the rotations tonight. I like the offense tonight. We got to clean up details,
How important is it for the confidence of the team to be able to close out a game like this when they're able to just keep battling back?
Yeah. No, it's very important. I'm not sure we should have found ourselves in that situation, to be honest. I think we could have, again, the attention to detail to me came, at the 2.5, 3 minute mark. And then we had some breakdowns. And so, again, it is what it is. But those are the things you got to go back, look at film, and run your team through those situations again. We do a lot of offensive situations. We don't do as many defensive special situations, and obviously we have to continue to do that.
Monet was in a boot and not dressed out today. What's her status?
Don't know yet. She's just got a foot injury that's being evaluated.
The Cavalier Classic, well done. Cavalier Classic coming up this weekend. Obviously, I know you'd like to win both games, but that aside, what are you hoping to see from the team in these games?
Kind of the growth we're talking about, like cleaning up the mistakes we saw tonight. I think we have to continue to be a really good defensive team. I think we live and die as we did last year. I mean, our defense is our staple, and I want to continue to grow on the offensive end, which we did tonight. But cut down on the mistakes. You know, I think that's a big thing for us, is just cutting down on the mental mistakes that are on us, and I think that will be a big step in the right direction.
Joanna, how does the team strategy change when, with substantial time left in the fourth quarter, you have your leading scorer for the game foul out?
Well, we have to work on that. Is this her second game? Is her second game out of 4 that she's fouled out. She has tended to pick up, been in early foul trouble. I'm going to give it to this. Joss was out all of preseason. She's trying to find her rhythm. She's typically overly aggressive, which pays big dividends for us. But the refs don't seem to like it. So we have to find a balance in that, because it's important and she knows this, it's important that she stays in her rhythm. So getting in early foul trouble hurts her rhythm. And then obviously at the end of the game, we want her in the game in those situations.
You mentioned wanting to kind of accelerate Brianna's development as a point guard. Where is she in that process right now? What does she really need to get better at? She showed she can drive to the hoop and score.
I think all freshmen, just what are we looking for out of the offense? You know, who's hot? What are we looking for? Time and score. I think that's not even a first-year thing. That's just growth for everybody. On the defensive end of the floor, rebounding. I mean, she's a peanut, you know, and we do a lot of switching, so she's got to be able to box people out. So just being disciplined in her mind, like shot goes up, I got to find, like it's that important. And just again, scouting reports come quick. They've been coming fast. I think for her, it's just getting some games underneath her belt. But for me, it's on both ends of the floor. But it's giving her what can she handle in the offense, keeping it simple for her, so she can just kind of think through things. But on the other end of the floor, it's like everything else. We had too many breakdowns defensively, rebounding. We didn't box out, so.